they don't look like real animals.
Welcome to Chengdu, the fifth city in my month-long trip across China. Before my trip began, there were three things that I really wanted to see. In Beijing, it was the Great Wall. In Xi'an, it was the Terracotta Army. And Chengdu is the home to the third item on this list, the giant panda. Pandas are what Chengdu is most famous for. However, the South China city also has a reputation for being extremely laid back, the big contrast from the bustling Beijing. So in this episode, I will finally get to visit the pandas, but I'll also get to begin my exploration on the other sides of Chengdu to see if the relaxation rumors are true. I'm settled into my place in Chengdu, which is my second last city of the tour, which is crazy. Time is absolutely flying, but I'm going to make the most of it. Leading up to me being here right now, a bunch of things happened. While on the train, my pants ripped, which is just not ideal. I would like to think that fortunately, it was quite unnoticeable. That is being slightly optimistic though, because it was just a massive tear from like my inner thigh to the back of my leg. I got home unscathed myself, and I've just been planning out these next 3 days. For now, I'm going to walk out to find something to eat because Chengdu's food scene is very famous. So I'm going to see if I can find something interesting. Tomorrow, the third biggest highlight for me is happening. After an interesting landing, I took to the streets to get a feel for this new city. Although it was late, the streets felt so alive, but not in a chaotic type of way. Something I immediately noticed was the extent to which Chengdu embraces their panda mantle. From storefronts to merchandise to vendors, they were everywhere. And so it was only right that I ended the night by walking to the iconic IFS building.
I was running a bit late and almost missed my tour. Fortunately, I did not, and I'm currently at the Panda Sanctuary. It's the biggest, most populated one in the world, and I'm just so keen to see the pandas. Let's go.
After meeting with my tour group, we made our way through the scenic grounds to the first area, the red pandas. These small, cat-like tree dwellers are known for their rusty color and long, bushy tails. Although they can usually be found climbing and jumping between branches, we reached them soon after feeding, where they were more inclined to lounge around in a post-breakfast haze. Fortunately, as we made our way to the giant pandas, we were lucky enough to have a much more eventful sighting. We first encountered two groups of pandas, featuring one who perhaps needed some more privacy, and saw as they idled around to find the best bamboo stalks and eating positions.
I swear, they don't look like real animals. I can't believe they exist. Does that make sense? I don't know, it's the weirdest thing ever.
As we continued walking between different areas, we learned more about the research base. The Panda Base is a leading institute in panda research, breeding, and conservation efforts, and is proudly the largest conserved population of giant pandas, and also red pandas, in the world. The whole base has 7 giant panda villas, as well as research and nursery facilities. After visiting several of the villas, we arrived at the most dangerous area for my camera roll, the one where they keep the baby pandas. So this mother has given birth to 13 kids.
There's a baby stuck in the tree. And apparently when they get stuck, they just don't want to move.
These adorable cubs looked much like their parents, but newborn pandas are actually tiny and pink and only develop their patterns from around the 2-week mark. If I remember correctly, these ones outside were all closer to 2 years old, which is roughly the end of their nurturing phase and the start of their independence.
Clearly, this one is done for the day. All the other ones are always eating, but he is out.
After a fairly rare viewing of the baby pandas, we visited the final few areas before the afternoon came to a close. Besides, of course, seeing the rotund creatures in real life, a highlight was learning some of their behavioral traits. My favorite fact was to learn that pandas are actually omnivorous. However, they only eat meat if they stumble upon an easy meal, like something trapped or already hunted, and are otherwise too slow and low energy to hunt anything. China's conservation efforts of the giant panda species have been praised and acknowledged internationally. While pandas have officially moved out of the endangered zone, they remain vulnerable, but fortunately on the rise. It was an honor to see these beautiful creatures in real life, but now it was time to dive into the rest of Chengdu.
I got back from the pandas a little while ago. That was very cute, very wholesome. I don't know how to explain. They don't look like real animals. They're like blown up cats, but it's very cool. That was like my third main thing I wanted to see with the Terracotta Army and the Great Wall. So I'm really glad I got to see that. Shout out to Brandon as well, the tour guide. He was very cool, even though I was like a little bit late. And also, yeah, two of the people who were in our group I befriended, Daryl and Adam. Shout out to them as well. But yeah, right now I'm on my way to Kuanzhai Alleys, which are some old-styled alleys. Off we go.
Kuanzhai Alley is a collection of 3 parallel ancient streets: Kuan Alley, Jai Alley, and Jing Alley. I don't know why Jing Alley didn't get the call up. It is one of the largest surviving ancient streets of the Qing dynasty and one of Chengdu's major cultural preservation areas. The streets were established in 1718, and Kuan Alley particularly has the biggest collection of antique buildings. Today, the area is a blend of fostered Chengdu culture through its food, traditions, and buildings, as well as some modern and Western influences and brands. But its ancient preservation is what really makes it a site worth visiting. Furthermore, it has become known as the most leisurely place in Chengdu and the only 3 stylized alleys or hutongs left in South China.
Okay, I'm just finishing up on the Kuan Alley now. It's very scenic. I was actually going down the wrong area first until I saw the cool looking tiles and architecture, and I knew, oh, this is where I'm actually supposed to be going. But yeah, now I'm here. I've walked down. There was some nice little snacks and stuff like that. I'm off to the second street, so we'll see what that has instead. I just spent like 40 Rand on a sugarcane drink, which was really good. I don't know if that's super hiked up or not. But then, like right after I finished the drink, I got offered like 8 tea samples in a row. So from being very thirsty, I'm like hyper hydrated. But anyways, the street is very alive. It's really, really fun.
Before I left Kuanzhai Alley, I really wanted to watch a Bian Lian performance. Bian Lian is a traditional type of opera where performers in vibrant costumes are known for their face-changing masks. Along the streets there were many different tea houses offering these performances, so I chose one to settle into and was introduced to the legendary Sichuan tradition, which by the way had a legendary theme song.
Tea escapades later. I'm now out of those two alleys. They were very fun though, very bustling, busy. The tea was good, to be fair. Everything I had was good. And the show, I got to see the Changing Mask show, which was quite cool. I'm at the last place for today. It's a place called People's Park, which sounds quite peaceful, or like a fortnight location. I guess we'll find out together what is here. I've literally just walked down the first path and found like the most park-like place ever. There's people playing badminton in a courtyard with this like centerpiece statue. And then the other way, there's a bunch of lanterns, if you can see that. The lantern little pathway, which is always stunning. Here's the badminton. People are doing some trick shots behind me. Oh my word, wait, someone just hit it with their foot. Oh, shoots. Oh, they are going at it. Oh yeah, what? They are kicking the... I don't even know what that is. Yo. Fair enough. But I've seen something which I actually have heard about right here. I didn't know where it was. And I can't believe I'm here. Basically, people put up their information in pursuit of a partner, like to date. And you'll see I'm entering it now. It's a bunch of pink pages of people's details, like selling themselves and sometimes promoting their children. Okay, that sounds crazy. I mean, like older parents saying why you should date their children, like adult aged, I mean. But yeah, I'm actually gonna see if I can read any of these. But it's like quite big. There's just a bunch of these pink pages of people's details. This is some clutch. Who needs Tinder, bro? Oh my, look how far it goes. And on the parent thing, like, they're like parents looking for prospective children as well. Like, this is quite quite a unique. I've never seen anything like this, like an exhibition. Anyways, let me keep exploring because I can't read any of these.
The matchmaking corner is far from the only thing that People's Park had inside. The expansive, lush area is Chengdu's first public park, and besides a scenic leisurely stroll, you can find activities like rental rowboats, century-old tea houses, and traditional ear cleaning services. I ended up sticking to the strolling part.
I'm not gonna lie, as far as parks go, this one is pretty insane. Like, I don't know what I was expecting, but if any park's gonna be called People's Park, this seems like a pretty good candidate. There's like boat rides and different pathways and animals and people playing games. The flipping dating wall, you know? This is really cool, quite peaceful as well. A great way to end the day. But yeah, I want to walk around for a bit more, probably grab something to eat here, and I guess then we'll go on tomorrow's adventure.
With the pandas finally visited, the final of my big 3 in China was officially accomplished, and the rest of my trip was left completely open plan. However, my time in Chengdu was just beginning, and as for the city's laid-back reputation, I have to admit that Kuanzhai Alley and People's Park were a great start to sell this idea. As I prepared for the next 2 days, I had a feeling that the chilled-out giant panda's role as a mascot to the city was only going to become clearer as I continued exploring.
Hi everyone.
Chengdu hot pot. Cat stuck in the tree. My flight home's airspace is currently disabled.